Welcome back, everyone, as we dive into our final episode of Piglin History on the Commerce City News Channel. Today we will be covering the 17th Piglin King, Belldom Dominus, colloquially known as King Belldom and commonly nicknamed the Red King due to his long red hair as well as the fire within him that ignited a short conflict. But without further ado, like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Near the tail end of the 16th Piglin King's reign, born into the Bellator tribe of the Central Nether in 25 BPC, King Belldom had a difficult upbringing. The young king was born into an impoverished family who rarely had the resources to feed the family, much less combat levels in the area due to high pillager activity. Out of the 6 children in his family, he was but one of 2 survivors, the other being his brother who at the time is unknown. At the age of 14, the young king's father succumbed to the with his mother following soon after. As the oldest of his siblings, the king was forced to begin work in the gold mines. He struggled to provide for his family, and thus they fell to the one by one, except for his brother, who was kept alive due to his knowledge of evoker magic, which the young king disapproved of. While working, Belldom also began to learn smithing with the netherite that had been dug up in the search for gold. Over the course of the following 4 years, he gained a newfound mastery over smithing, which he used to support his brother as well as himself. While making a delivery of pans to the royal kitchen, the young King Belldom had overheard a plot to overthrow the 16th king by assassinating him by poisoning food. He then went to the king directly to tell him of this plot, which gained him favor. And after some time, the young King Belldom was allowed to marry the royal princess Therese, and was promoted to head blacksmith. For 5 years, his life was smooth sailing, until the 16th king unfortunately succumbed due to the pillager activity in the area. The 16th king had chosen Belldom to step up and become the 17th king. Shortly before his coronation, Belldom's brother asked if he would make him his right-hand man, but Belldom refused, stating that his brother had never worked for his position, only leeching off of Belldom's success. The two had a falling out, which eventually turned into a fight, leading to hand-to-hand combat next to the lava rivers. And while the story differs depending on who you ask, it most commonly states that Belldom took his brother by surprise and knocked him into the river of lava, killing him. Shortly after, at the age of 24, Belldom was coronated and crowned 17th king of the Bellator tribe. His first act as king was to begin cutting off pillager activity to lower the rot levels in the central nether. The change was received negatively among the pillagers, igniting a short conflict between both parties for 2 months. It was a bloody battle on both sides, and the conflict ended when the 2 sides agreed on a peace treaty, with the conditions that the pillagers wouldn't return to the nether, and that the Bellator tribe would not raid any pillager bases. With the conflict ended, King Belldom went down as one of the greatest Bellator kings ever and was loved by his people. But where is he now? Well, the king, as well as the Bellator tribe, have not been heard from in decades. So much so that most in the southern continent aren't even aware of the Piglin's existence at all. Some think the Bellator have become a more peaceable tribe, while more paranoid people believe them to be preparing for a return to the pillager conflict. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're down there, make sure to like and subscribe to stay in the know on all of the Commerce City happenings. Until next time.
Interesting.